Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sue with Homesteading with Sue, and I would like to say hello to everybody. I am today going to process some zucchini into shreds, and then I will make some zucchini bread with it on camera today, and I might decide to dehydrate some of the zucchini so that I can put it in soups and just throw them into everyday meals and sneak vegetables in on myself and my husband. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn on my KitchenAid. And just go ahead and start processing. And I'm just using the shredder piece of my KitchenAid. This was like 5 zucchinis. There was one that was kind of big, so I went ahead and pulled out the seeds of it. I'm going to go ahead and stop this for a second. Go ahead and knock these down a little bit. Whoops. You know, I probably have enough room, but I'm going to go ahead and dump it into a bowl. Go ahead and unplug it now. Oh, I got some flickering going. I hope we don't lose power. It's so hot lately that everybody's trying to run their air conditioners and stuff, and well, Oregon isn't used to being that hot, so so I hope I don't lose power. And I'm gonna finish cleaning up my mess, and then I will be back to do a zucchini bread recipe with you. Hello. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you, I'm going to teach you 2 different ways to make zucchini bread. The first one is with all-purpose flour, and I'm going to make it first, and then I'll let you know on the second one. So, for the first ingredient, you want to put in 3 large eggs, and then you will want to beat the eggs until they're foamy. They look good to me. Give it just a little more. Okay, forgot an ingredient. Okay, so, and then the next, you'll want to add, add the sugar, oil, zucchini, and vanilla. So here's 2 cups of zucchini. I did not peel them. It says to peel them, and I missed that step, so I did not peel mine. And then I'm going to make, this is a 2-cup measure. So I'm going to put in 2 cups of sugar. Two cups. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. And then the 1 cup of oil. I used olive oil because that's all I got. And then I want to put in 3 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to stir it all up. Mix lightly but well. I am using a Danish dough whisk. It's if you don't have one, it's awesome for meltable things. I use it a lot in my bread, which is what it's actually for, but it mixes just awesome. Okay, so I am going to add my 3 cups of flour. I received this recipe from a friend of mine. He's in one of the homesteading groups with me. name is Darrell. Whoops. And if I don't make a mess, I'm not cooking. I have already started preheating my oven. Actually, I'm using my air fryer oven that has a bake function because it doesn't heat up my house so much. That looks great. Okay, and now we need a teaspoon. Just going to use the opposite end that I used for my vanilla of salt. I am using pink Himalayan. I need a teaspoon of baking soda. A fourth of a teaspoon of baking powder. And it says 1 to 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. I think I'm going to do 2. And you can add walnuts if you'd like. I am not going to this time. And it will cook at 350 degrees for 60 to 80 minutes. And I have already greased my baking pan. Okay, I'm going to use a spatula to get some of this mixture off of my whisk. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and divide it equally between the two. After I make a big mess with it, of course. Okay. To get the air bubbles out. And then I'm just going to put it in the oven, and I'll check it about 70 minutes. And while we are waiting for these to cook, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, the other zucchini bread recipe for you. Hello, welcome back. So now I'm going to make a zucchini bread that is made with gluten-free flour, and I'm going to add chocolate to it. The person eating this is not gluten-free, but I am out of regular flour, so I decided that I could go ahead and use the gluten-free flour to use it up, because I have like several containers of it. So so give me just a second. Okay, so I already have my vanilla, my 3 teaspoons of vanilla in the pan. The bowl. And I'm going to add my 3 large eggs. And then we're going to make them fluffy like the last time. Okay, and now I'm going to add my zucchini, my 2 cups of zucchini. My 2 cups of sugar. My 1 cup of oil. And I've already put my vanilla in there. So now we're going to lightly mix it, but mix it well. Okay, instead of 3 cups of all-purpose flour, I am using 3 cups of Red Mill's 1-to-1 gluten-free flour. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my spatula to stir this. It looks like the same consistency as the last one was. All right, so we're going to use a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of, I lied, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in this one. And then it was 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And I am going to add 1.5 tablespoons of chocolate. Actually, I'm going to do a tablespoon first to see what it looks like when it's all mixed together. I may only need a tablespoon. And then we're going to stir it all up. Oh yeah, I think I only need that 1 tablespoon. And I don't know if I told you guys or not, but out of those 5 zucchinis that I did up, we got 10 cups of zucchini. Oh yes, this looks like it'll be perfect for chocolate. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on that before I spill it. And I've already got my pans greased for the oven, and I'm still cooking those other 2. The first 2 I set for 70 minutes, and there's about 25 minutes left on them, so we'll see how those go after that. We're gonna make this even. Well, close to even. I'm going to need to take some out of that other pan, I do believe. Which is okay. All right. And I'm just going to do my tap tap on the counter, and then I'm going to cover them lightly with a dish towel so nothing gets in them. And this is what this would look like before we get it all ready to go. Oh, tap tap. And I will show you what they look like when the first set comes out of the oven, and then I'll put the other set in and we'll look there. Alright, so the first set of bread has come out of the oven. It looks really good, except it has a few, the sides of it's a little dark, but you know what, that's okay. A little butter and my husband will eat it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups of zucchini in a bag, and then we're going to freeze some of it, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate some too. So here's the first 2 cups. Excuse the mess in the back. I've been doing a lot of cooking today, so you get to see the real sink of soup. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple bags of zucchini for Brett, and then I will do the rest of this on the dehydrator. So that will actually give you 2 bread recipes, 2 containers of zucchini for next time, and then some zucchini that's dehydrated. So that'll give you what, 3 ways to work with zucchini? So if you give, I'm going to go ahead and seal these up. What I do is I just kind of roll them and it gets rid of the extra air. Duh. And I'm going to go ahead and write on these 2 cup zucchini, 7 of 23. And I'll go ahead and put those in the freezer, and I will be back right after I get my dehydrator set up on my table. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put it on the trays for the dehydrator. I have about 2 cups left, so I'll probably use 2 trays. I'm just going to spread it out. Oh, I might use 1 or 2 trays, I don't know. Because it's so thin, it probably won't take a whole long time to dehydrate it. Yeah, I'm just going to use 2 trays. And if nothing else, we can always rehydrate the zucchini and use it for zucchini bread later. See how that looks? I'm just going to put it in like down below. And I'm just going to leave these other racks out except for the 2 that's still in there, or the 4 that's still in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I think I will do it about 131 degrees, and it's set for 5 hours. Let's go ahead and do 8. It probably won't be that long, to be honest with you, but that's just a good spot to start. And I will, of course, will check it before I go to bed tonight, see how it's doing. I may end up turning it down, or I may not, I don't know. Alright, so the chocolate zucchini bread came out of the oven, and I only cooked it for 60 minutes where I cooked the other one for 70, but this looks really good made with the gluten-free flour, so I hope it tastes as good as it looks. And then when I come back next time, the dehydrator should be done, and then we will package that up, and then I will go ahead and post this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And is there anything you would like to see me cook or do? Let me know. Alright, so these zucchini slices went overnight and they crunch like they're supposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump them directly into this jar. And I will flip them around for probably 4 or 5 days. And then I'll put them in storage to be used. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how some of the ways that I preserve zucchini. And I'm sure there'll be more videos later this summer with more zucchini stuff, but right now that's what I had. So I'm going to go ahead and put a used lid on this with a ring. You can only use used lids if you are dehydrating or freezing, and of course it's going to be a Denali lid, because that's all I use. And of course there's going to be my affiliate link, and my coupon code will be in the description also. Thank you.